I felt great joy and surprise at this morning's rulings by the Supreme Court. I was a little bit more pessimistic than a lot of my LGBTQ brothers and sisters, and I was delighted when they found DOMA to be unconstitutional by a 5-4 vote. I was also delighted with the victory in Proposition 8 when the court determined that those plaintiffs had no standing to bring this to the court. This will allow gay marriage now to occur in California. And because of the DOMA decision, then those states that do recognize same-gender marriages, those people who are married in those states will now have the benefits not only of the state, but also federal benefits applied to them as a married couple. Those of you who are married and heterosexually married sometimes take for granted the over 1,000 benefits go with marriage. Those of us in the gay community have to articulate each one of those benefits, seek legal advice as to how to achieve those benefits and how to safeguard them. So those LGBTQ citizens in those states that recognize same-gender marriage, today it was a huge victory for them, and I share in that joy and share in that excitement. I understand that this is the beginning, not the end, of a cultural dialogue about the role of same-gender marriage in this country and the role of LGBTQ citizens and their responsibilities to the country and their ability to share in the benefits of this nation equally along with everybody else. This dialogue is beginning. It hasn't ended with today's decision.
Well, I was online and she was on the phone because I was watching the Supreme Court blog. She says she started crying and I started whooping it up in the office. So I was like, yay! But I think my 84-year-old father called me a little while ago, and I think he summed it up best. He said, well, we still have a long way to go, but this is a step in the right direction.
Yeah, and I'd like to say Mark and I have been together for now 7.5 years, and we, I believe, did what was in our heart 2.5 years ago, 3 years ago, to become engaged because we decided we wanted kids and we wanted to bring them into this world. And we knew the commitment was there, but we wanted some sort of formal commitment. And so we did it for us. And I do have to say thank you to the folks that have come before us because your presence alone and your effort has made it easier for us to just walk this planet, to make our parents proud, to make our community proud. And so today is a victory, but the commitment that Mark and I made was strictly for us. We've had to go through a lot of legal and spend a lot of money to bring these kids who are, knock on wood, going to be here in 6 weeks, have had to do a lot of additional things and spend a lot of additional money that a heterosexual couple would not have had to do. And we're going to have to continue to do that once these kids are even here until it is legal to get married in Missouri.
Sure, we're retired. And we were married in Iowa, so we're thinking about moving to Iowa. Why wouldn't we? I mean, it's less confusing, and obviously it's we don't have that. We have a lot of friends here in this area, and our ties are here. But in terms of business,
I think that if more people would come out and be known, that their friends and their relatives would be like, wow, they're just like us. You know, they just happen to love somebody of the same sex. And I think that's going to help the case.
And that's why it's important in terms of reaching out to the populace across the state that all of us come out and are recognized in our communities because all of the studies show that when people know their gay and lesbian neighbors, it makes a huge difference to them.